Hey friends, welcome back. Vicki-Lynne here with you with another video. Today we're talking snacks, all things snacks on the Starch Solution and all vegan, of course. If that interests you, stick around. And if you're new here, hey, welcome to my channel. So glad you popped in. Don't forget to hit that little subscribe button and scooch on over and hit that bell icon because you'll want to know every time one of my videos goes live. So today we're going to talk about snacks, something we all like to snack, but we also like to have healthy snacks, obviously. And sometimes we travel, sometimes we're out and about, and we don't always have food with us, but we can always have snacks with us. And I just think that we should always be prepared. That's the number one thing, I think, leading a healthy diet is being prepared so that we're not stuck possibly having things we don't want to have. So having healthy snacks with us is very important. And having healthy snacks and following the Starch Solution is super simple, and I have about 10 great ideas for you, and they're all pretty common sense. You probably already have them now. You're probably already having these snacks. If not, maybe some of these are new, but I have a really good one for at the end. So stick with me, and I'll save the best for the last. So of course, we're gonna start with one of our favorites, or one of my favorites anyway, fruit. Fruit is a portable snack. Put it in your purse, put it in your bag. It travels pretty well depending on where you're traveling to. Also be careful of, if you're leaving the country, what kind of fruit you bring with you. Some of them don't travel. You're not supposed to. But anyway, as long as you consume them on the plane and you don't take them across the border, you're okay. And I do actually take a lot of fruit with me. Fruit, again, you know, no fat, follows the Starch Solution. They're easy to take with you. I love to bring fruit. So you could bring an apple and a little container of peanut butter. That would be great. That's one of my favorite snacks. I have another one that I'm going to show you in a little bit with my apple. That's another one. Oranges are perfect because they already come pre-wrapped for you, and you can just unwrap them when you're ready to eat them. And they're delicious. They're pretty readily available all year round, which is also fabulous. Bananas, again. And I'm just showing you the basics. I mean, there's mango. I mean, how many fruits are there, guys? Kiwis are amazing for you. Just bring a little spoon, have your little bamboo spoon. I always have that little carrying case with me in my purse at all times with my bamboo utensils, which, by the way, TSA does not confiscate, even though it has that kind of like a little knife in it. It's not even a knife, but it's supposedly a knife kind of thing. That goes through TSA without any problems. FYI, just for travel people, but we're not talking travel. So fruit, fabulous, fabulous, fabulous snack. Readily available and perfect to boost your vitamin C all the time. Now here's my next snack. Super simple, super easy. We're just having hummus with some veggies, or kick up the crunch a little bit with some pretzels. Delicious. And to make it more fun for your kids, you can crinkle cut your carrots. I don't know if you can see that. And it'll get all the hummus in the cracks. Easy and delicious. If your bananas have gone like this, I know what you're thinking. They're still really good, guys. These are actually the best time to start using them to cook. And I'm going to show you some healthy, delicious little cookies to make with these. They're super simple. They take nothing to put together, but they're a sweet treat when you're craving something really sweet. And again, all healthy ingredients, very clean cookies. So let me show you how we put them together. So the base recipe is just basically mushing your bananas. And because these ones are so ripe, they take literally nothing. Just want to make sure that they're whipped up enough. Now again, depending on where you are, you could add a little bit of nut butter to this. I'm just going to show you the base, and you guys can do it however you want. So you could add about a couple of tablespoons of nut butter if you want. I'll show you the plain recipe. You're going to add a little bit of flax flour, about a tablespoon. So this is 2 bananas, about a tablespoon of flax flour. Now, If you want to make these flavored, you could add in a protein powder. You don't have to. You could add in cacao powder or cocoa powder. Again, you don't have to. Basically, the next ingredient is going to be some quick rolled oats. Those are better than the whole oats. I'm going to add a little bit of cinnamon because I like cinnamon. A little bit of vanilla. And then, of course, you could add chocolate chips. Don't add chocolate chips. You could add raisins. Don't add raisins. You could add sunflower seeds. Again, you're just going to add enough oats to make them into like a cookie dough. And honestly, guys, this is like really like an eyeballing kind of recipe. You just want it to come together. See, super simple. I am going to add just a couple of chocolate chips. I have the mini ones from Enjoy Life. These will be for my husband too. I usually add cacao powder and make them chocolate. Since I'm not doing that, I'll just add a few chocolate chips. I make these in the evening when we just want a little bit something sweet. And again, I just take my pan and I just plop them. I don't even use a scoop or anything. You're going to preheat your oven to 350. You're going to cook them till they're lightly brown, which is about 15 minutes, give or take, depending on how big you make your cookies. And they're honestly that simple. Now, they're not a typical cookie. Obviously, we're not using baking powder or baking soda. They're just a little sweet treat. They don't follow any rules, but they're a great way to use up your bananas. Here we go. And again, in the oven, you have a sweet treat. How simple is that? Healthy, and these cookies are good to travel with. Just stick them in a little Tupperware container, take them with you in your bag, and you're ready to go. So weren't those cookies super simple to make? And again, they always turn out delicious, and you can add as many kind of add-ins as you want, or change the flavors, change the extracts that you use, and you're changing the flavor all the time. So you can put mint in there with chocolate mint. Again, I love that recipe, and they're so super clean and super simple. Some other recipes that are super great that I have already on my website are kale chips. So I'll tag that up here. Those are super crunchy, super delicious, oil-free. Nice cream with those frozen bananas. Again, if you want ice cream, nice cream is the way to go. And again, you can change up your flavors. Add cocoa powder. You can add protein powder if that's what you want to do. You can change your extracts. Again, you're changing up your flavors. I have different flavors for all my nice creams. I love nice creams. And also energy balls, bliss balls, whatever you want to call them. They are wonderful. You can go to Pinterest and find 1,000 different recipes for them, different flavors. I'll tag a few of mine that I have here. My favorite is the turtles, which are chocolate and pecan with some quinoa puffs in them. Again, those never last a long time. And those, again, are great for traveling. They're a good pick-me-up for the afternoon if you just want something sweet. And what I love about those is they stay really well in the freezer, so you always have them. And again, a clean snack. You're not having anything really processed. Always a good thing. So my next favorite snack that I'm going to show you is with our favorite friend, the medjool date. I love medjool dates. They're so sweet and chewy. They're like almost like having caramel. And they do make a good caramel, actually. And so I'm just going to show you how I changed this delicious little date into a couple of bites of deliciousness. So watch me. So you're just going to take your medjool date and take the pit out. We don't want anybody getting sick. And sometimes there's a little knob on the end here. You want to take that off. You don't want to choke on that either. And I keep this super simple. Take your favorite nut butter. I'm just using peanut butter here. Just open it up. Just add a little nut butter in there. And again, I'm just using a couple of different nuts. You could use almonds or pecans, whatever you want. I always stick a pecan in there. Now, you could melt some chocolate, close these up, and dip them in chocolate. I just find, here's the lazy person's way of doing this, is that you just add your pecan, and then just take a couple of chocolate chips, close them up, and there's just a simple bite. You could not have chocolate, that's totally up to you, but we're only indulging. It's literally a couple of little chocolate chips. So if you're indulging, that's fine. If you're not, leave the chocolate chips out. And then I just make like 3 or 4 of these up while I'm watching TV or editing videos or doing whatever I'm doing. And again, they're good with nut butters. They're good with, I put an almond in for a change. You could put a couple of almonds. And then just like I said, a couple of chocolate chips. So the nut gives it a little crunch, and the chocolate chips gives you a little treat. Again, one of my favorite treats. And then you have some delicious date treats. Guaranteed to satisfy any sweet tooth. So now I have something new. I don't know if it's new. Probably new. Maybe it might be new to you. Not new to me. But it's something new to have with your fruit. I think it goes well with fruit anyway. It's called the Spoon. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's actually chocolate tahini with sea salt. And it's freaking delicious. So anyway, I'm addicted. I got mine on Thrive. It seems to be the easiest place for me to find it in Chicago. So that was like the easiest place for me to get it. I saw somebody else who had it. And I was like, oh, that seems really interesting. So I ordered one just to see if I would like it. And yes, it's very good. It's super chocolatey, has sea salt in it. So it's like chocolatey and salty. So that's just my jam anyway. Anyway, so this is my new favorite to dip my apple in. So I just cut up my apple, drizzle it with the new chocolate tahini. Again, super good. Not even sponsored, guys. Sorry. Not even sponsored. Nothing with my stuff is ever sponsored. But super delicious. So if you have a chance to ever try this, if that's kind of your thing, like, you know, I used to not be a tahini fan whatsoever. I used to find it bitter until you find the brand that you like, and then you'll start liking it a little bit more and more. I guess the brands I used to get were super bitter, and I just wasn't a fan. This, not bitter whatsoever, delicious. Anyway, so that's my other treat, is a little bit of this chocolate tahini drizzle over a cut up apple. Again, nice little treat. Now this does have fat in it, definitely, but it's still considered tahini because it's only the sesame seeds, cacao powder, and a little bit of sugar and the sea salt. So it's still compliant to the Starch Solution because there's no added oil or anything in it. So it is compliant. So we're all set. Give it a try. So the last 2 recipes that I have for you are my savory recipes, and they're saved the best for last. The last one is popcorn, or second last one is popcorn. So I have a little microwave popper. If you don't have an air popper, which is probably the best thing, I mean, I'm sure they sell them super cheap, or you could get them in yard sales now because nobody ever seems to use them anymore. I don't know why. But of course, the the microwave popcorn that you buy is just laden with fat and preservatives and stuff. We don't want that. These little air poppers are super simple to use. They just come with a little insert, and you can actually use a paper bag. Open a paper bag up, stick in your little kernels, close it up, put it in your microwave, and you can actually pop popcorn that way if you don't want to use a popper. But that way you're just you're using a paper bag all the time. This way it's kind of more reusable. And all you're going to do is put in your kernels, and we're going to put this in our microwave, and we're going to pop it for about 2 minutes, and we're going to have fluffy popcorn. And now how you top it is your, you can top it anyway. I like to top mine with nutritional yeast sometimes. I also have a little pump sprayer that, I know you're gonna love this one. I actually have a pickle juice in it, and I just lightly spray it, so you kind of get like a light pickle flavor to it. So I'm from Canada, if you didn't know. And so we actually have dill pickle chips up there, and we also have ketchup chips, which we don't get down here, but anyway. I do indulge in those when I go back home. Or you can use garlic seasoning. Even the Trader Joe's, the tar seasoning is really good on popcorn. The ajika, and I talk about the ajika seasoning all the time from Trader Joe's. I love that. Or Cajun seasoning. Anything, garlics, onion, whatever you have, whatever you're in the mood for. You could even put a little bit of sugar if that's what you want, if you want to do like a kettle corn kind of thing. So we're just going to put this in our microwave and pop our popcorn. So there, with less than a minute or so, I have popcorn. I'm going to just put that in my bowl. And again, it all popped. You can put as many kernels. I guess mine would probably have held 2 tablespoons. I have delicious popcorn. Top it the way you want. I think that's just a super easy snack. Even plain, it's delicious, it's crunchy. Give that one a try. And again, you don't have a popcorn maker, put it in a paper bag for now. And I think I actually got that one at Aldi, guys, if I remember correctly. And it was only a couple of bucks. Probably get them on Amazon. But look them up. That's another great snack. Super simple. And popcorn kernels are super cheap. Way better than buying a bag of popcorn. And how would I not be your potato queen if I didn't have a potato recipe for a snack? So, did you know that you could make potato chips in your microwave without any oil and just with a plate and some parchment paper? I'm not even joking. I thought this was ingenious. So let me show you how we're going to make some potato chips in your microwave. So I'm using a mandolin because you do want to slice these super thin. But if you don't have one, just again, slice them thin. I'm going to start first of all with just my hand. And you just want to slice them again nice and thin. And then once it gets a little bit lower, we're going to use our safety first, considering I'm always cutting myself. There we go. Okay, so we're going to take our potato slices, and you're going to take some parchment paper, and I just crumple mine so it actually stays in place. Neat trick. And you're going to line them up on your parchment paper. Now you could rinse them. I've seen recipes where you could rinse them, and now you don't want them to overlap. Bigger ones on here. And you could put whatever seasoning you want on them. I'm just going to add a little bit of salt. This would be the time you could just, and you're literally just going to microwave them until they become crispy. That's it. Takes about 6 minutes, not gonna lie. And you're gonna wanna turn them, say, every 2 minutes. I just find turning them makes it happen a little bit faster, but you could literally just put them in the microwave and microwave them for about 6 minutes and they'll probably be good to go. But I always turn them every 2 minutes. and I'm going to show you the magic of the microwave. So our potato chips are done. Might take about 8 minutes, give or take. Some of them were done a little bit earlier. And I don't know if you can see that. They actually brown in there, and I want you to listen how crunchy they are. You hear that? No oil, just potato. So if you don't have an air fryer, you can definitely have potato chips. Get the crunch. Oh, and now that I mentioned my air fryer, I have one more bonus, because it just reminded me. Take your tortillas, cut them into triangles, put them in your air fryer, air fry them or put them in your oven, dry them out, and make your own tortilla chips with your salsa, a little bit of guacamole once in a while, but with your salsa for sure. Or even a fruit salsa with a mango salsa would be awesome for dessert. Sprinkle them with a little bit of cinnamon sugar, or again, with your salsa. That's another great thing that I do all the time. Make your own. Don't buy them, because they're always deep fried. So I hope you've enjoyed these snacks, guys. These are like regular snacks that I have on a regular basis that satisfy a sweet tooth or a savory tooth, whatever you have. And we're going to see you next week. Oh, and don't forget, hit that subscribe button. And I also have a website, so don't forget to go over there and get your my free ebook that I have for meal prepping. Just request it. It'll come to you in your inbox. Simple solutions on how to start to meal prep, and a couple of my favorite recipes are in there. You don't want to miss that, so don't forget to request that when you're over at my website checking out my recipes. And we also have a Facebook group. Yeah, we all have faces. Yes, we have faces. A Facebook group. Don't forget to join us over there and put some comments over there. See you soon, guys.